a few times.
I know what I want to pick.
These nuts. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to SHOPcast, episode 79. This week's movie we picked was it's HELLRAISER 2. Is it called something else?
It's
Farewell to the Flesh. HELLBOUND. What's Farewell to the Flesh?
Yeah.
That's Candyman, isn't it?
It is Candyman. That is Candyman. Bro, all these like late 80s, early 90s movies, they all have the same kind of names. HELLRAISER 2, HELLBOUND. Sounds like a Western Hellraiser movie. That would be amazing. Pinhead shows up with a hat on, a cowboy hat. It's got holes all in it and shit. He's like, I can't seem to get this Stetson to look right on me. Fucking
dude, all the Cenobites like as a gang riding on horses.
Dude, they're all like they all keep coughing because of all the dust in the air. They're like, we're used to hot, but we're not used to this dry climate.
They just keep applying sunscreen because they're so pale.
Because they don't got skin. They're like, oh my god, oh jeez, Aquaphor, hurry up.
That Pinhead would be super sunburnt.
Oh, dude, who would be the protagonist in that? It'd have to be like Clint Eastwood. He just takes no shit from them. The movie's 20 minutes long because they're just like, we can't get through to this guy. Let's get the fuck out of here. He's as big an asshole as we are.
Clint Eastwood now, he's like 99 years old.
They go, oh shit, we thought you were already dead. He's like, nope, get off my lawn. They're like, sorry.
They were just coming to bring him to hell, and he's like, nope, not dead yet.
They're all like, well, shit, man, how long is it going to be, Clint? I got things to do. I got this fucking other guy across town. He's a real prick. Oh, shit. All right, anyways, HELLRAISER 2. So let's check out the trailer when my eye cries over here for some reason. So give us 1 second. My goodness, that's really fucking frustrating. I
might comment over this trailer because it's going to be pretty great.
It's definitely going to be pretty great.
The vision is renewed.
Yes.
The power is reawakened.
I love movie voice.
Fear
Movie
is
trailer voice.
reborn.
I dream in movie voice.
Because they have returned.
I thought that was a pegging video.
Hellbound. HELLRAISER 2. Brace yourself for terror you have never imagined.
And your suffering will be legendary even in hell.
And horrors
That's a good
you
line.
can never escape.
And you wanted to know. Now you know.
Last year, they brought hell to Earth. Now, they'll take you through hell.
It's a lot of people screaming.
A lot of pegging.
Hellbound. HELLRAISER
go.
2.
Let's
Time
go
to play.
with these nuts.
Yeah, I had trouble finding the movie because I was searching for HELLRAISER and I knew it was on
What
Prime.
the fuck?
But yeah, it's listed as HELLBOUND,
Mm-hmm.
not HELLRAISER 2. So I kept searching HELLRAISER and HELLRAISER 2 wasn't.
Yeah, the subtitle is actually the title.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Y'all don't own this movie yet?
No, I've never seen it before.
Even I own this one. I mean, I just bought it on Blu-ray, but I had it on DVD. I mean, if I thought about it, I'd have gotten you guys some of them. Anyhow, whatever. So, look, I was pretty excited when you mentioned this one last week.
Mhm.
Had I watched the trailer, I would have been more excited because, boy, does that look like a movie that I want to watch.
What
I'm not
world do
even
we live?
joking.
What world do we live in where you picked Hereditary and I picked HELLRAISER 2?
Dude, it's fucking the Twilight Zone, sir. You
It
didn't
is.
know? So I wrote a couple of notes down. Josh, you picked the movie. So I was gonna say describe it, but it doesn't mean you don't need to really. If you're a fan of Hellraiser 1 and you've seen Hellraiser 1, it's a pretty good continuation of the story. I do think that you didn't really need to see Hellraiser 1 to watch and enjoy this movie.
Not really.
They do a lot of backstory with it. I mean,
that's true. They do enough flashbacks that
yeah, so like I mean, it would benefit you to watch 1, but I think you could watch 2 without 1 and enjoy it just fine. Was my point. I definitely think it is better with having seen number 1, but I like that. I like that a guy can have enough foresight to make a movie and go, okay, look, man, there might be some people that weren't a fan of the first one, but they heard it was really good, so they're going to come watch this one. We want them to enjoy this movie. If we just do it a continuation and a straight sequel, there's going to be a lot of lost people in there because there's a lot of stuff they wouldn't have known. So the first act of the movie had a lot of it was playing double time, man. It was proceeding with the story while at the same time giving you some of the background, which I thought was a smart move, man. I really liked that about it.
yeah. And it does follow like sort of replay a lot of similar beats.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah,
just with a different character.
It's a typical sequel from that era.
Yeah.
If you think about it, all the sequels in that era, for the most part, there's exceptions to every rule, but like back then, man, when you made a sequel, it was just a rehashing of the first movie with somebody different, like you said. Which, you know, you find a system that works, you don't start fucking with it. But I think the most important thing I wrote down was that anybody could pick this up and not be lost. It's kind of why I prefer this one over the first, because I like the effects and stuff in this one more. And so I kind of get a little bit of the first, which I couldn't remember why I liked it more. And when I watched it, I was like, oh, that's kind of why I get both movies in one. And I don't have to sit through all the slower parts of the first movie. This one's definitely faster paced, and it starts off way faster. But upon rewatching it, I don't know that I necessarily still like it better than the first. I think I kind of want them as a package deal at this point.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
They go very well together.
Well, this one came out. This one came out the very next year.
Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot. That's a lot of work. Scream did the same thing with Scream 1 and 2.
Apparently, they greenlit the sequel while they were in post production on the first.
They were like, "This is awesome. Go ahead and make another one." You're like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, cool.
Oh, so for our little project, just to completely veer off course for a second, I've already got the opening of it written.
Okay.
And I've already got the song for the credits picked out, and I emailed the guy to see how much it would cost to pay for rights to use it. It's a local song, local guy, friend of mine. Hopefully it won't be too much or anything. I cannot wait to fucking show you guys this, dude. It's the perfect song for this, man. And I even showed Chris. I was like, what do you think about this idea? So I'm very excited about the fact that I started making this I'm working on it. I don't really know why I started doing it all of a sudden, but
that's cool.
Whatever. Oh, you know what? Was there? Okay, so I don't really feel like there's a whole lot we could talk about, whether or not it's just like, did you like it? And then if you did, what parts of the movie did you like? It's Hellraiser. It's about the Cenobites coming back from hell and trying to take people to hell with them, and then to help other people come back from hell and use their skin. It's a weird movie. It's fucking strange.
Skin stealing.
lots of people condoms. And there was one line that stuck out to me, and I was cracking up, dude. I really liked it. When the girl is going, she's like, the girl's in the hospital from the first movie, and she's like trying to get out of there, and the guy's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm trying to save my dad. And they're like, your dad's dead. He's in hell. And she's like, I know, and he's suffering all alone. For whatever reason, dude, I could not take that seriously. Except that I felt her pain, man. You're like, man, yeah, I know you asshole. I'm trying to do some supernatural shit over here. What are we talking about? What are you trying to go with me? I got a fucking Book of the Dead. I got a Ouija board. Let's get going.
It's weird box.
Yeah, it's weird fucking box. Every time I try to do something, it pokes me in the hand and resurrects some evil guy. I don't really like it too much. You want it? Fucking super fucked up Rubik's Cube. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean, you think after a couple of times, someone would have figured out, like, if you open this puzzle box, then you fucking die. Like, you go to hell. Like, maybe you don't want to do that.
But maybe this time that won't happen. They're like, yeah, you just gotta try it. You gotta try it.
Or it's different every time.
Oh, geez. But yeah, other than that, all I really wrote down was how much I loved the 80s CGI. And I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not being silly. I really like the 80s CGI, the stop motion animation, and all the really great set pieces. I love it, man. I love that. I don't know what to call it. It's an 80s CG look, that they don't have anymore. They tried to make it look real, but it just wasn't anywhere close to advanced yet. So it doesn't look anything more than, it doesn't even look real at all. So if you have the suspension of disbelief that I've got, you get to go, oh, that's fucking awesome looking. Like, you know, like it just looks cool. Like I know what it's supposed to be. It's not real. Nothing that's real. It's the shit doesn't exist in real life either. So like, fucking who cares? But there's a lot of people that can't handle that. I used to be of the mind, and I don't know when I switched, man. It's been a long time. But I used to be like, yeah, I don't like it. It's bad CG. Like from the 80s. Like I don't like bad modern CG. That's very different to me. 80s and 90s bad CG and modern CG that is bad, I feel like they're very different. Do y'all agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely appreciate where they were here more than I can. Just like some shitty CG in a modern movie for sure.
So then they got like $28 million to spend, and you're like, that's what it looks like. You're like, golly, man. Fucking. So, but I like the stop motion animation. I kind of forgot that was in it. I really, watching it on a much better TV with the Arrow Blu-ray, I was able to notice that was a bunch of set building. It never really occurred to me. Of course, it was set building, right? It was set pieces, you know. And I was like, man, that's a lot of cool shit that they were able to come up with. So, and then that box at the end that was spinning around with a big dick on it. One of my favorite things I've seen. That was awesome. So, you guys, how'd you feel about the severed penises and all the BDSM and fucking weird skeletons fucking and all that stuff?
Yeah, like when that, I don't know what it is. It's like just a big column that like spins with all like the faces, and there's definitely a few penises on there.
Yeah, dude, that's my favorite part. Anytime you can get a penis in a mainstream movie, I'm all for it. Like, speaking of that, have y'all seen Jackass yet?
No, I want to.
You need to. I haven't laughed that hard in years, dude.
Yeah.
It is absurd.
Yeah, I will see it.
Bro, that was funny. That was a funny fucking movie, man. I wasn't sure what to expect, man. I was like, all right, this could be really bad. I left the theater and I was like, God, my fucking stomach hurts, dude. I was laughing so hard. Dude, great stuff.
Yeah, like they're not, they're kind of weird because they're comedy movies, but they're this weird thing that they're almost
Jackass?
not. Yes.
Okay.
Like,
I was like, huh?
I mean,
Hellraiser's a comedy?
No, it's like
he's
you can,
your soul is mine. Gotcha. Sorry.
I'll say they're some of the things I've laughed the most ever.
Yeah.
But they're a little different. Like they're not like scripted films. They're
no, it's just jokes. It's just jokes that aren't told, they're watched. It's like a visual joke, and it's because they do there's some stuff in there that you just won't expect, man. Like, look, man, they go, and I like how they included a lot of times now. This isn't really spoiling anything. They include the people around them after the fact, but they kept it on the film. Like a lot of times, you know, they had to tell people like after, okay, hey, look, we're these guys. Can you sign these forms? On this one, you got to see a little bit of the people like having a really good time figuring it out. They're like, oh my God. Oh, I'm so glad that was not real. I thought that guy was definitely dead. And you're like, oh, geez. It was fun, man. It was a good time.
Cool.
But, yeah, so why the fuck did I talk about penises? That's what it was. There's a lot of penises in Jackass, dude. A lot. Like an uncomfortable
It usually
amount.
is.
And if I'm saying it's uncomfortable, then, woo, buddy. Yeah, man. I mean, it's really kind of a cut and dry conversation. How'd you guys feel about it? Did you since neither of y'all have seen it, did you like it?
Yeah. I've only seen the first one, and it's been a while, so I rewatched the first one and then watched this one yesterday. So they were both pretty fresh on my mind. And I do like the first one more. I do like the CG in the first one a little bit more. And
the CG?
Yeah.
Like the same,
not the CG, but the effects, like
the effects.
There's practical effects stuff.
There's just a lot of cool.
Drink water.
Similar aesthetics of skinless people, and like when the guy comes back and he has to take the dead bodies, and he kind of has like these stages of regaining his like that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yes, I like the second one.
I expected you to like the first one better a little bit, and I think I was pretty sure Josh was going to like the first one a little bit better.
Yeah. This one feels a lot sillier.
Yes.
Sillier?
Yeah. I mean, it is obviously
I don't really understand
like
the sillier. Maybe like not as serious makes more sense than sillier. I didn't find anything about it silly, But
It's
you
just
know,
a little
fuck I know.
nonsensical, I thought.
Dude,
Like-
the whole fucking story is nonsensical. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, but they
Yeah.
just jump around from now that this person's in this person's skin, and
Yeah, the first
It-
one feels like it has rules. This one, like, they kind of throw that shit out.
okay,
the
now
window.
that I can agree with.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me. You are correct, sir. There's definitely
And-
more rules in the first one,
And the stuff with
which
the
is
doctor,
probably why I don't like it as much.
like, I mean, this movie is super edgelordy, which is, which is fine. It's just like taking everything to like let's do the darkest, like, weirdest shit we can.
Yeah.
And they just one up it in this movie a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I liked about it, because the first one I thought was a little tame, which is funny looking back on it. I'm like, I don't know why I thought it was tame, but I did. Like,
Dude, it had to be like super like edgelordy, like especially in the 80s. Like this had to be pretty.
yeah, I mean, I didn't see that movie for the
Nasty.
first time until I was definitely 18 or older, because I didn't live with my mom anymore. Because if there was even a sniff of that in my mom's house, she'd have fucking murdered me.
Yeah.
She'd be like,
For sure.
Hellraiser? Well, I'm about to send you there, kid. Come here. But
Yeah. No, that this one just like, especially once the doctor becomes a Cenobite. and
yeah,
stuff,
I
it
mean,
gets,
this one's more fun to me by a fucking mile, but I don't know that it's supposed to be fun. So
I mean, I think it is. I mean, it's relishing its in its extremity. But yeah, the doctor stuff like I thought it was pretty silly. Like
Yeah,
it was cool, but it was
So-
like pretty goofy.
that was my least
unfortunately,
favorite parts.
Unfortunately, I was a little distracted when I watched it. I mean, I've seen it a few times, so I mean, I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah.
I was a little distracted because of the kids were here, and you weren't on the thing whenever Bricken came in the room, but he's got this big old scratch on his fucking eye from Pedro, like stepping on his, like jumping on his face when he was laying down. And so I was a little preoccupied. I heard it happen, and I had to like pause. And then I heard Charlie needs to pause. So I was like trying very hard to just like watch the movie. And there's a bunch of times where I just was a little distracted. So there's a few things that I probably won't remember as well as you guys. So, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. But yeah, it definitely wasn't as highbrow as the first one for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say the first one's particularly highbrow either, but
Oh, I think it
It's,
falls way up into that category more so than most of the movies that I watch.
okay.
It's definitely trying. It's like, no, I'm not saying it's an A24 movie, but back then this was considered like much more artsy and like taken more serious than like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th
That's
or
true. I can see
maybe,
that.
maybe not Halloween, maybe, but this one definitely was taken more serious as a piece of art than it was necessarily just a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's all I meant by that. Definitely, yeah, that definitely wouldn't have fit in like. And by A24 coming this summer, Hellraiser 5, you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't have to ponder this movie very much. Like, what does this mean?
Yeah. No. Well, it means if you're really into ball gags and spankings, then you're gonna have a great time in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what we watched today? Because Chris is on vacation right now, and so we're just been kind of trying to hang out together and watch the movies and just chill. And I told her, I said, hey, why don't we wake up and have breakfast and you pick out whatever movie you want? And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, pick whatever you want to watch. Like, because I don't ever say that because I don't have the desire to watch fucking, well, movies I don't like. But I owe her a certain amount of that per year where I just watch something whether I like it or not. And I thought, you know what? Let's let her pick. And I fully expected her to pick out some hot garbage. But she was like, hey, you want to watch Lock, Stock, and Two? I was like, hell yes, I want to watch Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Nice.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time, man. I forgot how
Me
fucking good
either.
it was.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
and then,
front to back, that movie's badass, dude. I forgot how good that was. He'll never top that movie. I don't think Snatch is as good as that movie. I don't think The Gentleman was.
it's pretty
Ooh.
close. Yeah.
The movie's fucking. Now Snatch is definitely close.
Yeah.
I won't get mad at somebody else that likes it more, but I mean, it's a 1 and 1A for me, man. Those are fucking.
Yeah.
Lock, Stock that shit was amazing, dude. For as much money as he didn't have.
Yeah, that was his first movie.
Was it his first? I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Golly,
pretty sure.
That's a hell of a first movie, man.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that. I remember liking Snatch a little bit more,
I would imagine that
But-
you probably would.
but
It's a better
yeah.
movie. It's a better movie. I think mine is more of a sentimental thing because I remember I saw Lock, Stock first. I was really into like the Boondock Saints when it came out. So like all the shit that was anything over in Europe and anything in the UK, I was really, what is this? Oh, this is cool. I like the way they filmed it. It looks all gritty and real. And like, I really just kind of fell in love with it. And then the reason that I didn't like Snatch as much was because Brad Pitt was in it. And I was like, oh, fuck off. Like, I love Brad Pitt.
He's so good in that movie, though.
That's very accurate. But I was just like, back then I was like super punk rock. And I was like, fucking Brad Pitt, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, make another movie with those guys in it. They were great. And then some of them were in it, Then look what Jason Statham did. He did great things, But did you see there's a new movie coming out? I can't remember what it's called, but Brad Pitt shows up in it with long ass hair, and he's like a sex symbol in it. I think it's a joke. I'm pretty sure it's a joke, but like it's about this. It's got Sandra Bullock in it and Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, yeah, I've seen the trailer.
I love Channing Tatum, so I can't wait to watch this movie, dude. I hope it's awesome.
I
like the weirdest
bad.
people. Oh, it looks horrible. I can't wait to watch it. Dude, it looks absolutely just atrocious, and I'm fucking super excited to watch it in the theater for money.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, you're gonna not watch this movie. I would be shocked if you
Okay.
watched it.
I believe you.
Yeah, she's like a romance author, and Channing Tatum is like the guy that they use for like he's basically the what was that guy? I can't believe it's not butter.
Fabio.
Yeah, he's basically Fabio.
Okay.
He's got like long ass dumb hair and fucking he's living his life like he thinks he's actually that guy, and she's all irritated. She's like, "You're not that guy." And then she ends up getting kidnapped for some dumbass reason, and then he shows up to save her because he's like, "I am that guy." See, at some point, Brad Pitt shows up, and he literally looks like that guy. He's got fucking like long ass bleached blonde hair, and at one point, he's like on a motorcycle, and he's like going slow mo, and he's like waving his hair, and I was like, "That's what I'm talking about." That looks ridiculous. Like it just looks so dumb. I can't wait. If Matthew McConaughey's in that movie, I will buy tickets for all of us to go watch it. Like that would be amazing. But yes, that and the Nick Cage movie. I can't wait for that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that does look funny.
Yeah, you motherfuckers better go with me to that one. Like
I'll try.
Yeah, because I'm gonna definitely go like as soon as it's out.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll see it a second time. Like I would be pretty shocked if I didn't. So is there any man? I'm not even talking about Hellraiser now. I'm like fucking man. Well, so I mean, there's really not. When I was done watching it, I was like, "Huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if we either like it or don't." Like that's what I was thinking. This is not particularly stacked with things to talk about. It's
not.
I thought it was awesome. I thought the graphics were cool. I thought they did a good job with all that stuff. I think that it was a little. I think I have to cave and say that it is a little less. Not cave even. Like you have to admit that it's not as good a quality film as the first one. I like it a little bit better because of what I like, but not by a lot. I'd rather just watch them together, to be honest. They make a good movie night, double feature or something.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. It's not worth going through the plot or anything like that. It just
You're like, if you want to know what Hellraiser 2 is about, go watch Hellraiser.
There is a lot of
sillier.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff where her talking about her dad, and then her dad never shows up at any point.
Yeah,
it was a little strange.
I've like looked it up. Apparently, like the actor refused to come back.
Oh.
He's like, fuck that trash.
So they just had to rewrite it. But I was like, okay, I feel like he's supposed to show up in this movie, but he just never does.
They should have pulled a what was the movie where they had Back to the Future, where they had a lookalike come in and play, play Marty's dad. Yo, I can't believe that they was able to sue them for that. That's fucking dumb.
No, my
wait,
gosh.
or did they use like? No, it wasn't computerized. It was a lookalike, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was the 80s. So
yeah, how can they sue him for that? He got somebody to look like me. You're like, yeah, you wouldn't go back for what they wanted to pay. Well, yeah, but he looked like me. Yeah, he was supposed to. He was the same character.
Yeah,
but Crispin, calm down. You're
dude.
wrong.
He's
like,
still
Crispin?
mad about that. Yeah, Crispin Glover. Yeah,
really.
He's
still
still
mad?
mad. Yeah, if you bring that up in an interview now, he still gets pissed off about it.
Yo, that's a life goal now to interview Crispin Glover before he's gone. So I can be like, so about Back to the Future. I'm like, yeah, sorry, Crispin.
He's like, I'll I'll talk to you as long as we don't talk about Back to the Future. And
I'm like,
that's
oh,
the first thing.
Never mind then. Have a nice day,
Yeah.
Crispin. That's all I really wanted to know.
Yeah. Who cares about any of the other bullshit you've been in?
I definitely don't. That was probably the only thing worth a shit he's ever done in his career, really. He's done a couple of things that I recall liking, but
I'm
not
sure there's
much.
a decent thing or two. I can't think of any offhand, but
I mean,
Sure.
he shows up in things. I'm trying to even think,
let's see.
but
He's such a weird looking dude.
it's weird.
Oh,
He's
he was in
just
that other
weird.
movie. He was dancing around. He was doing the fucking weird spastic dance. What was that? It was a horror movie. It's on your. You'll see it up there on the top. Are you looking him up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be one of his top ones because he's very famous for it. I think it was a
Okay.
horror.
He's in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh
That's a
yeah, he is.
classic.
That movie's badass, dude. I legitimately love that fucking movie.
I do too.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that when I watched it, I couldn't fucking believe how good it was.
Twister.
Oh god, Twister's so good. That's the first blockbuster I ever saw in a theater.
Oh, he's in Dead Man, the Jarmusch movie.
Oh,
Johnny
yeah,
Depp.
he was in that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Did you know
Willard.
that? Do what?
Willard.
Oh god.
Just
Hey,
so many
what-
classics.
What's that guy that you guys listen to that's all in the Jarmusch stuff?
Tom Waits?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you know that he put out a record on the same label that Rancid's on?
Yeah, I
No.
think so.
I didn't know that, dude. I found out the other day that he would put a record out on Epitaph, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like it blew my fucking mind. I was so psyched. I was like, "That's badass." Like, I just think it's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, he's bounced around over the years.
I mean, I feel like that would be a much smaller label than he'd want to be working with. But I guess they're not small. I mean, they've done pretty big stuff.
Epitaph's done some big stuff. They definitely had like a time, man, where they had.
Well, no,
big
dude, I've been an Epitaph fan
I know you
since,
know.
since like I was a young kid. But like, I guess since when I've listened to them was before even the Offspring. So I guess I just still feel like they're this small little label that they're really not.
Yeah.
But well, fuck, dude. Chris, man, it's gonna be a short episode. I don't have many of these. Chris, what are we watching this week?
Old Boy.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Cool.
Hold on. What's that available on?
You don't want to watch your DVD?
I don't.
You haven't gotten your copy in yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Shit, I can save it.
Can we postpone that one for one more round?
Okay.
I really
yeah,
want to watch it on. Yeah, Josh, I'm not. I want to go. I got a 4K coming. I'd really like to watch it on 4K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll wait.
Josh knew exactly what I was like. I was like, oh no. I looked
saw you
over and
I saw you look over and then look down.
it like defeated me, man. I was like, I looked over and I was just like, son of a bitch, it's still on my shelf.
All right. I knew you had a copy coming, but
Yeah,
all
I got a copy.
well,
If you don't mind, it's up to you, man. It's your pick.
okay. No, it's fine. I got to think about another pick
Look at
now.
Josh. Hey, Josh, since we're not really focused on anything at the moment,
Yeah.
any chance I can convince you to bring Nathan over this weekend on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm planning to.
Charlie's going to be gone. So
Okay.
just the boys will be zero problem, I would imagine. Like, they'll be way calmer. So
Yeah, sounds
awesome,
good.
dude. Brickman will be so psyched, man. He's fucking having a kind of a rough year this year at school. I mean, not like a
Okay.
bad way. He's just, going through a lot of testing and things. He doesn't really understand why. So I just, whatever I
Sure.
can do to reward him, I'd like to.
Yeah, I brought it up to Nathan earlier and he sounded excited. So
Nice. What's the other pick, Mr. Chris?
Taking a little bit of a risk with this one
Oh,
because it's artsy, but it's about a murder and it's supposedly like a classic thriller. Badlands.
oh, okay. I've seen that.
It's a
Hold
Terrence Malick movie with
Don't know.
Martin
Martin
Sheen,
Sheen.
Sissy Spacek.
Oh, I have this movie. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I can't remember.
I
know
know
you're shocked.
I know I've brought it up to you before because True Romance stole the music from it.
Okay.
I have seen it.
I recall that.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, and I only saw it because when I saw the music thing in the movie, I was like, "Oh fuck, that is the same music." And I couldn't believe that I didn't put that together. I'm not too surprised I didn't put it together, but I was a little surprised. Man, I can't remember what format I had that on. I don't know, but
It's like
that's
a
cool.
Bonnie and Clyde type
Yeah,
of
that's
story.
cool. I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Is it is it streaming it all right now?
I was a little pressured, so I don't know for sure.
It was on HBO Max for a while.
I can't believe you felt pressured. You said you had a list.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Okay, what was pressured about it?
I mean, Old Boy was what I've been planning on picking for a couple of weeks.
You can get it on
it's
Prime.
rentable. It's
Yeah,
rentable.
Prime
It looks
for
like
$4. That's cool. So I think I might have it on VHS, which is why I was asking. Because if it's on VHS, I'll watch it at home.
oh, nice.
I don't want to watch it on VHS at my house. My best VHS setup is at the store, and if I'm at the store, I won't be able to pay attention.
But yeah, I know Terrence Malick's a little. I've never seen any of his movies, but I've been interested in them. I know he's super artsy and
Yeah, this is not a. You know, it's not what you think it is. It's not the Terrence Malick that he does later.
right, and that's kind of was my impression of it. It seems a little more straightforward, accessible for all of us.
Every time you guys go to pick a movie, I fucking clench my asshole. I'm like, fucking, what are we about to watch? Because it's like 2
and every
on 1
time
with y'all.
you pick a movie, I clench my asshole.
Yeah. Well, think about it, dude. I get fucking bombarded because it's 2 on 1 with you motherfuckers, man. I'm like, son of a bitch, what are we fixing to watch?
I picked Hellraiser too. Give me a break.
And I picked fucking Hereditary, all right? So squashed, sir. But
yeah, you're welcome, Josh. I was gonna pick Toxic Avenger.
fuck, what? Why couldn't we go with that?
Man. Why did you have to say that out loud, Chris?
Man, that's the one right there, sir.
Oh man,
Josh, I assume you've never seen that, right?
No.
Dude, the way you said no sounded like you were disrespected when I asked you that.
Yeah, like, why would you even ask me that? I feel like
Because I've asked you things before. I was like pretty shocked.
I thought we were friends.
Oh man, dude, look, man, I'll be honest, dude. Even Toxic Avenger, that's tough for me. Even have you seen it, Chris?
I've never seen it.
You're not gonna like it. I mean, I don't think you're gonna like it.
It can't be.
Can't be what?
I mean, it can't be worse than like The Room or some of these other notorious, like, terrible movies.
It's absolutely worse than The Room. What are you talking about?
Okay.
The Room is so fucking bad that it's hilarious.
I mean, yes,
Toxic Avenger is a shitty movie. They're very different.
I mean, I'm not expecting a classic cinema experience.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that if I'm telling you that this movie is not really... Look, man, I like it simply because it's a classic trauma movie. I don't actually watch it. I only said, oh, fuck, because I think I'd rather watch that than a fucking almost anything else because I like fucking terrible movies. But, like, I don't think I would actually like it as much as watching this other one. Like, it's got fucking Sissy Spacek and Martin Sheen in it, dude. That's a fucking great combo. But, like, yeah, dude, I really, I mean, watch it. I don't give a fuck if you watch it or not. But
no, I mean,
I'll be a little surprised if you're like, yeah, I enjoyed that. I'm gonna be pretty fucking shocked. I guarantee you, Josh ain't gonna like it. Like,
yes, that's why I'm gonna watch it on my own time.
I would be more ready to tell him to watch Terrifier than that movie, and I have no desire to hear him talk about Terrifier.
Yeah, I definitely have an idea of.
Let me know when you watch it. I am curious.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't think you're gonna like it. I think that I wish I hadn't said that because then you could have actually been like, yeah, I didn't really like it, but I think now you're gonna want to like it more subconsciously, and you're gonna watch it and be like, yeah, it wasn't so bad. In reality, it's that bad.
Yeah, like I'm gonna equate it to Psycho Goreman a little bit. I mean, I think Psycho Goreman, I'm sure, is a much better made movie than even.
They're not even on the same fucking planet, dude. Like, they're not even the same thing.
But I do want that, like, just cheesy, like, obvious, corny costumes and bad dialogue, and
it's okay. Like, we can get that with lots of movies that have people that are trying to act that have a little experience. Most of the people in Toxic Avenger, that was their very first anything with acting. Like, the guy that plays Toxic Avenger, he was given that role because he funded part of the movie. He wasn't an actor. So, like, it's fucking bad. Like, have you seen
worse than like a Corman movie?
I think so. Like, have you seen have you seen Tromeo and Juliet? What trauma stuff have you seen? Have you seen much of it?
None.
Don't do this one first.
Really?
No.
I want to.
No. Look, I mean, whatever, man. Ooh, if I'd have watched this one first, even I wouldn't have watched any of the other ones, dude. Like, I would say, like, maybe do Class of Nukem High or something first.
Okay.
Like one that's like later on, same people are involved, but they've been doing it a little while now. Like even like Poultrygeist. Like fuck, there's so many good ones. Josh's face was so good. But like go watch a couple of the later ones where they were like at least kind of knowing what they were doing, and then go back and watch that one because then you'll know what to expect. And if I'm telling you, man, there is a difference in even those, man. It is a different fucking level of bad movie. I don't really understand why it's beloved. Like, I don't really get it. Like, the character's cool, but the execution is absolutely awful. Like, it's bad. Fuck, now I gotta go watch Toxic Avenger, dude. What the fuck, man? I can't talk about this movie as much and then not go watch it because I'm kind of second guessing myself. But I'm pretty sure that I watched it recently and was like, what the fuck do I like about this? Because like it was like micro budget when micro budget wasn't really a thing yet. So like there's a couple of cool things, but you know what? Fuck it, watch it, dude. This movie is like one of the most PC things you'll ever see in your life, dude. There's a lot of shit that they can't make now. If you want to watch something that's preserved in a time capsule, this is definitely when you can say shit you cannot say now.
Yeah, fuck it. I would jump right in head first.
It's a waste of your time. I'm just telling you, man. Like you never listen to me, so whatever. But like, it's a waste of your time. It's a fucking garbage movie. Please don't buy this movie. Rent it somewhere.
Yeah. I was gonna rent it somewhere. I'm not gonna buy it. But
I was looking for I wanted it on VHS because I don't watch VHS very much. So I'm not worried about being like I got to get it on a format. Man, it's like one of the. I don't even know if I own it, dude. I don't think I do. I think it's one of the few trauma movies that I don't even care if I own, man. I am a little curious, but I feel like you're wasting your time. But you seem to like to do that sometimes. Like the more I tell you not to watch something, you're like, I gotta watch it now. I'm like, fuck, I can't shut up though. So like, it's terrible.
Yeah, you're talking me into it.
No, like how bad can this be?
Worse. Yeah, I'm trying to remember like kind of how it goes. Yeah. Whew. It's like a high school play, but on fucking video cassette. It's like something that a parent taped at a fucking school. I'm not even joking. It's what it's like. It's what it reminded me of. Kind of like a reasonable budget for like a high school play, which is a terrible budget for a movie. So like,
yeah, with
like good, decent set pieces and shit. Because I think it's filmed in an actual high school, or part of it is. Fuck, dude, I don't want to have to watch this shit again. I think I'm gonna have to.
You're welcome.
I guess we can compare. Yeah, I guess we can compare notes later. All right, Chris. So, how much did you love this fucking movie? All right, we're no longer friends, and I really do think that you might want to watch one of the later ones first, even just one of them, and kind of get an idea what you're really in for. Because I thought you'd at least seen some of it, but if you haven't seen any of them, this is like the bottom of the barrel. And if you watch one of the later ones and you really do enjoy it, then there's a pretty decent chance that you'll like Toxic Avenger. But what fucking format? I mean, what? Oh, I think Tubi had them all on there recently. That's where I watched it. I don't own that movie.
Sounds like a Tubi movie.
Yeah. Dude, this is
Tubi does have good stuff though.
I'll be honest, dude. I think Toxic Avenger might be on my like top 3 worst movies that I've ever watched. It is definitely harder to watch. It's as hard for me to watch as Veronica was. I'm not kidding. It was that hard for me to watch. It's not good, man.
Yeah, like
I love really low budget, shot on film, shitty movies, dude. I think part of the reason why I don't like it as much is because everybody fucking says they love it, and I don't believe people, man. I'm like, there's no way you love this movie, because I've never heard anybody say they love Veronica though. I can't wait to hear that one. I'll be like, well, you're full of shit.
Though, yeah, the only thing I can really like compare it to is The Room, and
it's not on Tubi anymore. Fuck.
The Room is tough to get through.
Is it? I don't agree with that. I can't quit laughing at that movie. It's fucking dumb.
It is hilarious. Like you laugh out loud at how bad it is over and over and over again.
Yeah, but so like there's difference in The Room. The difference in The Room and Toxic Avenger is that The Room was made by a guy who had no business making a movie and didn't make another one, did he? Or if he did, I don't know about it.
I don't think so.
Toxic Avenger was made by people that were fucking film people. Like, let's see. We're going to watch the trailer real quick.
We're going to switch our movie to Toxic Avenger, aren't we?
That's up to you. God damn it. Josh
I'm
is
not
going to be so bummed.
Josh is quitting.
Yeah, I really don't.
I'm
think
not
we
gonna
should
make
put
it
Josh.
next week.
I genuinely don't think we should put Josh through that.
No,
It's not something like me and you I might even change my mind at some point. Josh is not going to be happy.
I think if me and you went to Alamo and watched it on a Friday night or whatever, I think we would have a blast.
I would. Okay, look, I know you probably ain't gonna believe this. I don't think I would go watch this at Alamo.
Really?
Dude, it's not good.
Okay. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be good.
No, but what my definition of good is, you should understand what that
Meet
means.
little Melvin. He's a 90-pound weakling. Everyone hated Melvin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this mop and shove it down your throat.
They
Fuck you,
teased
Melvin.
him.
I want to do it with you. Okay.
They taunted him. They tormented him until he had a horrifying accident and fell into a vat of nuclear waste. Transforming little Melvin into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. Melvin became the Toxic Avenger. The first superhero born out of nuclear waste.
Holy shit!
I don't know what it was, but it saved my life.
All right, everybody, drop your tacos or I'll blow your brains out.
The vandals and the perverts had their way with the little people of Tromaville until the Toxic Avenger ripped them apart. The Toxic Avenger. His face is so terrifying. We can't show it to you now. You'll have to see the movie for yourself. The Toxic Avenger can bend steel with his bare hands.
No, we're only kidding. Get it?
Leap small cars in a single bound.
He
He
did not like that
crushes
car.
drug pushers. Smashes hit-and-run drivers. For incredible explosive action, you must see the Toxic Avenger. He's a different kind of hero. The Toxic Avenger is coming to your town. Look out.
Oh god! All right, I might go see that in the theater
When is the 4K coming out?
as soon as they get done making the DVD of it.
Yeah, was that supposed to convince me not to watch it? That looked awesome.
How many edibles are you gonna take before you watch it, Chris?
I mean, a few.
I would hope so.
Hold on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating on it, but I don't remember it being worth watching. But
Please tell me it's like 45 minutes long.
no, it's like 90, I think.
Is it?
Maybe 80 or something like that. It's
They
definitely not
said
40.
It was 100% safe. But they were wrong.
There's no danger, Governor.
That guy's awesome.
Situation well in hand.
Same scene from the other movie.
Welcome to the class of Nukem High.
We're the youth of today.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yes, at Nukem High, anything can happen. And does. The class of Nukem High, where you'll learn the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and radiation. The class of Nukem High. Rated R.
That's the one you
Welcome
should
to
go watch.
Tromaville.
You're gonna watch one. Yeah, that I think I'm starting to remember what it was about Toxic Avenger that I didn't like. It's that I was expecting a lot of like gross out stuff and a lot of weird effects, and there's not a lot.
Okay.
I think that I'm trying to remember exactly what it was because I was pissed off when I first watched it. I was like really bummed out because it's one of those movies that like you said, you're trying to convince me not to watch it. That's how I felt. I was like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. The first time I watched it, I was pretty disappointed by it. But I'll be honest, dude, I've avoided that movie for a long time. So
My
the
only
last time I
fear
watched-
would be that it would be kind of boring.
It is pretty boring. It's pretty boring. But I have to take back that it's harder to watch in the room. That's stupid. Of course it's not. The room is fucking hard to watch.
It's only 79 minutes.
Okay,
It's not-
80. I was right. Okay, it's 80
It's
minutes.
not that long.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
I don't know. Like, judging by the 2 trailers, I want to watch a Toxic Avenger.
Wait, what? Oh, shut the fuck up. That's ridiculous. What? That's no, whatever.
I've broken him,
dude. Class of Nukem High is definitely better, but I don't know. You'll probably end up liking Toxic Avenger and fucking trying to get some Steelbook from Europe or some shit. I don't know. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna fucking love it.
Shocked if that exists.
Oh, not me. Hold on. No, dude. Fucking not even. No. Let's see what we can find. Toxic Avenger special editions. This podcast went way off the fucking rails, folks.
It sure did.
I struck a chord.
Oh, I forgot they made a cartoon about this about the kids on Saturday mornings. Oh, I forgot about that. Called it Toxic. I think it was Toxic Crusader, maybe. Let's see.
I mean, the trailers look on par with each other.
Well, the Nukem High is a lot.
It has a lot more effects and stuff.
Well, it's a lot more. They had more money by that time. It's part of the reason why. I think if they remade, and I hear they are remaking it, if they remade Toxic Avenger, and I think if Troma remade it, it would probably be quite a bit better now because they would have just access to more cool shit. It was one of their very earliest movies, not their earliest, but it was very early in Troma, and like it got this legendary status somehow, and I fear it's because the later movies were really good. It's like when you hear a band that you fucking love and you hear them and then you hear records by them and you're like, this band's awesome. And somebody goes, yeah, you got to check out their demo, bro. And you go listen to the demo and you hear all this great shit about the demo. And then you're like, wait a minute. This was clearly recorded on a really small budget. Like, this isn't that the songs are good. So like the story's cool. The idea is cool, but the execution was kind of hard to deal with because of how, restrained they were due to budgets and things. But whatever. I mean, whatever. That's not that big a deal.
Class of Nukem High is 2 years after Toxic Avenger, and Toxic Avenger has a $500,000 budget. Class of Nukem High has a $400,000 budget.
Okay. I mean,
it's basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it like this: if we started making movies right now, how much do you think we'd learn in 2 years that we could make that $400,000 outlast that $500,000 pretty quick? I'd imagine.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking. But it is a valid point to make that they were really similar in budget. Also, I did find a Toxic Avenger exclusive limited Steelbook Blu-ray, limited to 4,000. So, yeah, have fun searching one of those out, Chris.
I will hold off purchasing that until I.
No, definitely watch it first. But I have a sneaking suspicion that you're gonna be like, and by the way, Randy, look what I got, and I'm gonna go, no.
I mean, I highly doubt I'm gonna just become a Troma fanboy after.
Well, no. That's not what I was saying. You shouldn't do. You should absolutely become a Troma fanboy. I'm one as well, but which is why I find it funny that I don't know. I think I know a lot of people that don't like Toxic Avenger that are Troma fans, though. I think Nick doesn't like Toxic Avenger. Now that I'm thinking about it, he was like one of the first guys that agreed with me on that. But it is not a popular opinion because a lot of people just fuck with it because it's Troma. Which, there's a lot of bands I fuck with just because they're friends with other bands I like, and they don't necessarily make anything that's groundbreaking, or maybe not. Maybe it's like similar music, not as good, and I still like it. So, who knows, man? You might like it just fine. After watching that trailer, I feel like I'm gonna end up watching that fucking movie now. But it's not on Tubi, so I have to own it, which I don't think I do. So, I don't think I own that one.
Come on, Randall, you gotta own it. All those movies.
I know. Hold on.
Going on in Toxic Avenger. Come on, man. Why you got to pick on him, Chris?
I didn't expect that to.
Nope.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
No, oddly enough, I don't have it. I am a little surprised. I'm a little
disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say something like that.
I figured at some point you would have picked up a copy on DVD or something and just throwing it in the collection.
No, I'm a little surprised myself. I'm a little surprised. And I'm a completist too, so thank you for this. Because now I have to fucking buy that movie. It's gonna remain in its shrink wrap, and I'm gonna be like 73 years old and be like, remember this shit, Chris? And you're like, yeah, that was awesome.
Why did I buy this?
He's gonna pull his shirt up, like, remember my Toxic Avenger sleeve that I got? My fucking trauma sleeve. I got this fucking Toxic Avenger back piece. I'm like, oh my god. That'd be amazing. You know what? Fuck it. Watch the movie and get a back piece, Chris. Let's go.
All right.
That would be pretty fucking funny.
Josh Ellis might do that.
Dude, I would help him pay for it. That's my guy. Oh, speaking of Josh Ellis, I need to hit that full up. Cool, man. All right, what's that movie called again that we're watching?
Badlands.
Badlands. That's what I almost said, but I wasn't quite sure. Cool, man. Let me know if you watch Toxic Avenger, Chris. I do want to know what you think about it.
Okay. It probably won't be till next week sometime.
Okay.
If I can squeeze it in after.
Wordness to the turdness. I think you'll probably like it better than I was making it out to be, but I'll be a little surprised if you want to second view it. It's pretty rough watch. I am curious as to where you're going to put it on the list of like horrible movies that exist because it's a rough one, man. I like a lot of their movies. Romeo and Juliet's another one that I think is kind of overrated though. Like I like it okay, but it gets a lot of praise that I don't think it deserves. But whatever. Trauma's
James Gunn was involved too, probably.
I think that's what it is. But Trauma's dope overall. I like it, man. Good low budget shitty movies. Good for viewing when you're fucking on drugs or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
just want a good laugh.
Oh, dude. I can't wait to hear your response because I think you're going to be way more bored than you realize. Josh hit it on the head with that. He said he was feared it was boring because I think that's I have to rewatch it now. God damn it.
Let's end the episode.
All right.
Have a good
night.
night.
All right, fuckers. We'll see y'all later.